All right, and welcome to the Wichita Falls YMCA podcast. I am Andrew Steinley, Marketing Director.
Brandon Brown, President and CEO.
Hey, we got that out of the way. We're still unnamed, but we want to make an apology.
We do. We want to, but by the way, there have been some send in some names, so we need to discuss that.
Yeah.
But we do. We got to apologize to our listeners.
Yeah,
We've
missed out a few.
Could be a good thing or bad. I wonder if it's a good thing we hadn't been around or a bad thing we hadn't been around. Some might say, thank goodness they hadn't been around for 2 months, but no.
Trying to get me to watch this thing.
We hope. Well, the reason we're doing this is try to just get more information out to the public and really. Let you in.
Keep you informed.
Right, exactly, and hear from you and be a part of this. And so we apologize. It has been a couple of months since we have done our last one, and we apologize for that. I kind of miss sitting beside you and having fun.
Well, I'm not even in this office with you anymore, really.
Right. We've
had some changes.
Yeah, so thanks, by the way. I do want to say thank you to you and Ed Downing. We have recently had some change in leadership in the leadership positions, and if you've seen his pretty face over at the Bill Bartley branch, he is standing in as a director over there right now, helping me oversee things and be the go-to guy over there for staff and for members and just be the overall leadership. So if you are a member or a potential member or community person want to visit with Andrew, here he is. And
you'll see me there all the time.
He'll be the go-to guy over there for the time being, and we'll see what happens in the future. So
Pastor Ed Downing
over
at the East Branch.
Goodness
taking
gracious.
Control. And
you bet. Ed has been a long-time volunteer for many years.
Well, he was the head of the advisory committee for a while.
Sure. And then he's done just a whole lot for the East Branch over the years.
Yeah.
When we had the change in leadership, I called Ed up, and Ed was happy to step in there. And I'm trying to convince Ed that he needs to stay, but I don't know how long. But you know what? He's helping us right now, and we appreciate that so very much because he's doing great things. He really is doing some great things over there. So
yeah. All right. Well, November. It is November. It is Live Strong fundraising month.
Right. And we're not the leaders of the Live Strong.
No, we're not, but we do have a new leader of the Live Strong.
We do. Sarah Fiddler.
Sarah Fiddler over at the downtown YMCA front desk. She also is a fitness instructor over at the bar or at the downtown Y. So if you know Sarah, you know she knows what she's doing. She's very happy, very driven.
Right.
And she's going to do an incredible job with Live Strong.
She's going to do great. Sarah, she's a personal trainer, fitness instructor, so she has that background. She also has a nice heart about her, a caring heart. And it's got to be both for that particular program.
It does.
You got to be able to push people because sometimes they don't want to be pushed, but then sometimes you got to love on them because sometimes that's what they need is love and caring and understanding.
Right.
So it can't be all the time. So she's got a perfect combination. And I know people's been asking about Live Strong.
Yeah, they have. And so we're bringing awareness all this month with the same challenge as last year. It's the Pie in the Face Challenge.
Right.
So be watching out because we got some people and they had no idea that we were coming. Lisa and me and a couple of others tried to get you. Well, I tried. I was there to just camera.
Right.
So don't blame me for their mistakes. But you ducked it.
I did duck.
So you still need to get a pie in the face at some point.
That's all right. But let's go get other people. and so
be watching out.
It is that month. We are trying to bring awareness, and we are doing this fundraiser because why? Because we provide it totally free of charge to anybody and everybody that wants to be a part of it, that has been touched or is currently undergoing any kind of treatment for cancer. So if you're a survivor or currently diagnosed with cancer and fighting that,
this is a free program for you.
Perfect. It is a perfect program. Had rave reviews last time. We did a
podcast with a survivor. So if you want to hear her story, I'll just link it right down at the bottom.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because she had an incredible story. And just a little, we did a 5K just recently. It was the Superhero 5K. Right after the fall boot camp at the Downtown Y. Megan and Lisa really worked on that hard. And, being over at Bartley, I keep seeing her all the time, our survivor that was in here.
Yeah,
Michelle. And showed up to take pictures at that run, and here she comes.
Oh, good.
Going to do the 5K.
All right.
I was like,
well, Michelle,
she's
thank
just
you.
killing
Good
it.
job.
Yeah.
Good job.
She's just working it. So,
and after that program, Donisha, which was in charge of that, she was from Chicago. She went back to Chicago, and I laugh because it's an inside joke about the Chicago Cubs and their winning.
It's about to not be an inside joke.
Yeah, but anyway, so she went back. So we sat idle for a couple of months. We because it was right before summer. We
didn't want to just throw someone in. We wanted someone that was going to fit that position.
Exactly right. And when we implement a program, we want to do great things with it. And so you probably didn't hear much about it, but now you are, because we do have a leader of the program, and we're fixing to launch it back off. And so please spread the word, let people know. And if you got somebody who needs a pie in the face, let us know.
We'll do that.
We'll be glad to put a pie in the face.
Yeah.
We'll be glad to.
All right. Speaking of 5Ks, we've got one coming up December 10th.
All right.
All right. It's the Holiday Hustle. They do it every year. And Megan over at the Bartley branch, our new fitness director,
health and wellness director.
Health and wellness, whatever you want to call her.
Yeah.
And then me and Joe Cronin, we're all putting it on this year.
Yeah.
And it's going to be an ugly sweater run. So if you should be able to see the design of everything coming out very, very soon within the next couple of days, because I had fun with that design.
Everybody has an ugly sweater.
Oh yeah, especially an ugly Christmas sweater.
I got some stories about an ugly sweater.
We'll do a separate podcast on that one.
I mean, it's an ugly sweater.
Be watching for information on that with our website, because we do have a new website coming up.
We do.
It's going to be launched by the end of next week.
Good.
Or the beginning of the week after. And it's a lot. It's
user-friendly, interactive.
A lot easier to find things.
Right.
So you'll have some information up on that.
And we have a lot of folks that are going there for information.
Yeah. And the website address will not change. You'll just see everything else change. It's ymcawf.org.
Good.
So
good.
What else have we got?
Hey, about that website, one thing that was a little difficult sometimes. Speaking of capital campaign,
yes,
we really tried to make it, because of the public phase of the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to make it easier for our supporters to go on and donate. But what was
the donation side of that was slow. It was unresponsive. It drove a lot of people off. So that has been fixed.
Great.
You go on to our current website still, and it has been fixed.
Good.
So both sites, you go in, you just enter your information. If you have thought about donating to the capital campaign, I've talked to a lot of people who have thought about it. The website wanted to make them sign in and all this different stuff. You do not have to do that anymore. You don't have to create accounts. You just go in, donate your money, and then we're going to have this fantastic building.
I actually talked to a couple of guys and girls that were going to go on and give to the campaign, but because of it was slow and non-responsive. So I'm glad we got that fixed. So it makes it a lot easier to go on.
Two ways to donate. You can just donate, whatever you want, and
one-time
just
shot.
Call it, or you can go in and do the Wall of Stars. That way you have a permanent place in that Bill Bartley YMCA.
In memory of,
or in honor of someone.
Good.
And we've got 3 options on different stars. So you can check that all out at our website.
I'm doing one for my mother-in-law. Yeah. We've decided to do one for mother-in-law, Sally Garcia. So it's going to be nice. But about the capital campaign, I've been getting a lot of questions. When are you going to break ground? When are you going to break ground? Well, we have slowed the design down some, or the process some. About 60 days ago, we all got together and we wanted to really make sure that everything that we were doing was exactly what we needed to be doing. So we put it on hold for just a little bit, just to do a small design change. We wanted to, I guess, look further in and kind of make sure that, is this needed or is it not needed or whatever. So long story short, we're still moving forward. We're still going to be breaking ground soon. And when I say soon, it's soon. It's certainly not next year. It's not 6 months away.
We are close to giving a date.
Right.
For groundbreaking.
And so
just have to finalize a few different little things.
The architect has finished the design, the redesign, and we have got with the builder. So now we're going to get a little bit more information done on it, and we'll let you know. The neat thing is, I think you will be so pleasantly surprised and happy, and think, yep, they did it. This
is the building.
They hit the mark. Let me say this: gymnastics, all the same. Indoor soccer, basketball, all the same. child care, early childhood and after school, all the same. We didn't touch any of that.
Right.
All that we really been pushing and saying, hey, this is what we need. That's all. That nothing has changed there. It really has to do a little bit with the existing building and in some areas there. So just if you were a little
stay tuned. We're gonna give you more details as we can.
Is that how you wrap that up?
That's how
Did
we
you tell
wrap
me
that up.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's telling me to wrap that up. But
We're trying to make these. We listen to you. We're making them shorter.
Okay.
So I do want to say we had the Miracle League golf tournament, Miracle League baseball program for special needs kids, and we put it on for free every spring. I do a bunch of kickball play days, things like that, and I run that program. But we have to have money to put those kids in because we have full-on baseball uniforms. We have different costs. So we put a fundraiser on once a year, the Miracle League golf tournament. We just recently had that the end of September, and I do want to thank everyone that was a part of that, helping me plan, part of my committee. We did an incredible job.
Absolutely.
Had it at, I want to thank Champions Course at Weeks Park for hosting the golf tournament. It was an incredible place to play. All of our players, all of our sponsors, because the money raised does not go to me, does not go to you, does not go to anybody else in the Y. It goes directly to Miracle League to make sure that they can always play baseball and feel like every other kid. So
I saw guys out there that I didn't even know play golf, and when I said
that's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
Because this is not about going out and playing golf and being good at it.
Yeah.
It's about money for the kids, and so these people that didn't know how to play, they had a blast.
Yeah. This guy, I said, I didn't know you play golf. He said, I don't, but I wanted to come out and support this. And I said, great, this is perfect. And so, which he should feel good because his team didn't get the worst score. It was my team that got the worst score. So I saved everybody out there by putting a team together that just came in last, absolutely last. So,
right,
but it was fun, great time.
Was that pretty much everything?
Well,
other than one surprise, but
oh yeah. That's. I just want to say, and I know people watched this last time. We talked with Marcus Foster, and his basketball is fixing to launch, and their season's fixing to start. So be on the lookout.
We do have basketballs and autographs to give away. So we'll do that the next one because I have to go back through those. We've had some things go on, with.
Yeah, been busy, but we won't skip another one. So so we got basketball starting. The 160, right around 150, 160 basketball teams. So thank you to all the volunteer coaches that stepped up, and for the next 3 months are going to be in the gymnasiums with kids practicing, talking about building self-esteem, teamwork, how to win and lose, respect, responsibility, honesty, caring. So all those volunteer coaches, it would not be possible without you. Members, kind of bear with us during this.
And thank you for accepting the people coming into the gym.
Right, yeah.
Because
so
it's going to be packed for a little bit.
Everything gets kind of moved around.
Which is also why we're doing this.
That's why we're doing that, the new gym and everything. But this will probably be one of the very last years that I guess the members will be kind of moved around, displaced in order to have the program. But thank you to the volunteers. Thank you to all the kiddos that participate, and thank you to the parents that are going to come support the kids in a positive manner. Thank you for putting your kids in trusting us with your kiddos in our program. But I said all that about basketball because I wanted to say something about Marcus's season starting. But what about JT Barrett? So everybody, he's a Wichita boy, and we talked about him last time, but he's doing great, and that's just fantastic to see. Again, he's there was a little story ESPN did on him and talked about Wichita Falls.
It over at Ohio State.
Yeah, and again, talked about Wichita Falls, and he gave all credit to Wichita Falls, his coaches and things, and it's just great to see Wichita Falls,
local,
a homeboy, doing that, because he is certainly this is his home, and it's neat to see that. So,
all right. So we had a little inside joke earlier about Chicago.
Right.
Well, last podcast we got done, and I promised Brandon, because you've talked about my impressions and my things like that. I was a radio DJ for 8 years, and I promised you that if the Cubs won the series, you would have a guest appearance from Harry Carey. So we're going to do a little cut. This is the only cut you're ever really going to see.
Yeah, because we
don't cut. You see cuts between cameras, but audio is just straight through.
Right.
And then at the end, if you'll stick around, we did an employee podcast a few minutes back.
Right.
And it was the first time Brandon had seen this. So I will show you that after. But the first time, I'll be just right back.
All right. Good. Well, we love Harry Carey. And we like that you're following up with your bets.
Welcome back. We made a little cut. I'm here. My name is Harry Carey.
Harry, what are you doing here?
Well, I died back in the late 90s, but I'm back. The Cubs won the series. This is about the same reaction you had a little bit ago. You can't talk. What's wrong? You starstruck?
It's a little bit of Harry Carey, a little Albert Einstein. It's a little bit of everybody. But I love it. I'm glad to see. Will you follow through your bets?
Thanks for coming by to the YMCA podcast.
What can we close it up? Can you ziggy zaggy like Harry Carey?
Well, I bet I could.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, you go right on ahead.
Ziggy zaggy ziggy zaggy.
Oi, oi, oi. Cubs win. Cubs win. We'll see you next time. Holy cow. Are you sure? What are you laughing at? My name is Harry Carey. Thank you for joining us on the podcast today.